His Excellency, Mr. Abdullah Shahid, and other valued representatives and attendees of this meeting on the United Nations Global Plan of Action to Combat Trafficking in Persons. My name is Jessie Brunner, and I am the Director of Human Trafficking Research at the Center for Human Rights and International Justice at Stanford University. Me and my colleagues at the Restructure Lab are working to tackle the question of how we can enhance our response to the enduring socioeconomic and structural issues that contribute to human trafficking, specifically in global supply chains. Research demonstrates that the presence of forced labor in supply chains results in part from a series of business decisions, financial practices, and government policies that have hardwired demand for illegal labor into supply chains and skewed the distribution of value so dramatically that exploitation is a feature, not a bug, of the modern economy. The gains of production are concentrating among brands, retailers, and investors, while workers struggle to access a declining share of created value. At the same time, forced labor is a logical consequence of common sourcing practices, including sourcing beneath the cost of production, late payments, high pressure on speed to market, unpredictable ordering patterns, and allowing workers to bear recruitment costs. Fortunately, there are potential solutions. Firms can innovate their business models, such as by benchmarking living wages and ensuring that their own commercial practices do not undermine labor standards. Binding and enforceable agreements with worker organizations and unions can create valuable long-term momentum towards eradicating forced labor across sectors and ensuring that suppliers are paid enough to cover the cost of compliance with labor standards. Furthermore, mandatory human rights due diligence legislation should be enacted to ensure strong sanctions for non-compliance and pathways for remedy and redress for survivors. In sum, forced labor is a stable and predictable feature of modern supply chains, intertwined with histories of discrimination and racialized exploitation. We must acknowledge and address this in order to achieve the goals of the Global Plan of Action.